Other doctors are speculating Biden may have had cancer this whole time and was receiving cancer treatment and not disclosing it.
Somebody is not telling the fact.
We need Kamala Harris to come in front of the congregation to say what she knew and when she knew it. She was always with President Biden. If President Biden has been taking cancer treatment, she must have known. What did you know, lady?
President Biden said cancer touches all of us. Like so many of you, Jill and I have learned that we are strongest in the broken places. Thank you for lifting us up with love and support. President Trump wished Biden a fast and successful recovery. We here hope President Biden's getting proper care and keeps fighting. This was a shocking diagnosis. How did the best medical team in the country let the world's most powerful man's cancer go undetected?
This is bad news. Even though we don't like President Biden, I don't like him. But he's a father, he's a brother, he's a husband. We wish him well. But he does not stop there.
Biden was the one who caught it himself. He had urinary issues, went to the doctor, and they found a nodule. That's not how prostate cancer is detected these days. Doctors usually find it way earlier through blood tests. But Biden wasn't given a cancer screening at his last medical checkup about a year ago.
Nobody with half a brain would believe that President Biden, with the best medical professionals in the world, President Biden has cancer run in his family, and this man is 200 years old and there was no screening for cancer? Come on. Come on. Listen, you guys, the Democrats already fooled the American people. You guys not gonna fool the American people again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Come on, the American, we smarter than that. Come on, we smarter than that.
It is interesting to note that President Trump's, President Obama's, and President Bush II, in their most recent physicals, in their terms of office, obviously 2025 for President Trump, did comment on their PSA levels. And so they got screened while in office and they commented on it. There is not a report of a PSA test on the most recent physical that was read out for President Biden's last year in office.
Which doctor decided not to screen President Biden for prostate cancer?
These people don't care about this country, bro. And it's not just Biden. Everybody that saw what he was doing. Wow.
And why? Biden's not a healthy man. He had skin cancer when he was president. He broke his foot, had 2 pretty bad cases of COVID. And before he was president, he had 2 brain aneurysms. Why aren't they doing a full battery of tests on America's oldest president? Yale Dr. Howard Foreman says it's inconceivable that this wasn't caught earlier. Dr. Zeke Emanuel, a Biden guy, says Biden's had prostate cancer for years.
So now the question is, who has been running this country? Who has been making those decisions? Obviously, President Biden was not leading this country. He was not the person in charge. Who was it? Was it Jill? Was it Kamala? Was it Obama?
If you have prostate cancer that is spread to the bone, then he's most certainly, you were saying, had it when he was president of the United States.
Oh, yeah. He did not develop it in the last 100, 200 days. He had it while he was president. He probably had it at the start of his presidency in 2021. Yes, that I don't think there's any disagreement about that.
Other doctors think the cancer could have been spreading for a decade.
The fact that we just find it at a Gleason 9 is just pretty much unheard of in this day and age of medicine. Most likely, he had prostate cancer for a long time. And I mean, usually it takes from the first diagnosis of prostate cancer to spread would take 5 to 10 years, even in the most aggressive form.
Biden's son died of brain cancer. Seems like the big guy was high risk.
The game plan was for President Biden to run again, and hopefully they thought he was going to win and then pass the presidency to Kamala Harris officially.
He was worn down on purpose, deliberately kept feeble and weak, which made him pliable, like a POW, except the W stands for White House. Joe's dysfunction was not prevented when it could have been because it kept him easily managed.
It's fair to speculate that Biden's doctors aren't telling the truth.
We need a hearing like today. Ahora mismo.
It could have been medical malpractice, it could have been a fluke, or it could have been a medical cover-up. We have every right to ask questions because of the White House's history of lying. Other doctors are speculating Biden may have had cancer this whole time and was receiving cancer treatment and not disclosing it.
Do you feel like that's an accurate or a reasonable analysis of the situation, that he's known for quite some time and he was undergoing treatment for prostate cancer?
There's a high probability. The fact that they're now looking at terminal disease, this is terminal. He's gonna be gone in 2 or 3 years. Although to be fair, prostate cancer research is moving so fast, they might come up with something that could extend it out 5 or 7 years where he might die of something else first. But he has a terminal condition. At presentation, somebody who's getting regular medical management, it doesn't present as metastatic disease. It's just not how it works. So somebody is known for quite a while.
A doctor on CNN is suggesting that alleged secret cancer treatments could explain Biden's cognitive decline.
One of the biggest side effects that I see in my patients that get these hormone treatments could be cognitive changes. So you have to kind of balance that. People can also get issues with fatigue and weight loss. But when he has stuff in his bones, he's also at higher risk for fractures. So it is a very sensitive conversation.
Dr. Siegel says it's highly unlikely Biden didn't already know he had cancer, and it's time to come clean. Trump's former White House doctor, Ronnie Jackson, who treated Biden when he was VP, says Biden's doctor was distracted. Quote, care at the White House should be second to none. Unbelievable this was missed. But the truth is, his physician was more concerned about assisting with the political cover-up than providing world-class medical care. Dr. Kevin O'Connor has some explaining to do.
1000%. We need a hearing today.
He's not just your average doctor. He was involved in the Biden family business. Biden brought him in because he trusted him and knew he could keep secrets.
Oh, he certainly did. He certainly did. Anything you see the Democrats accuse President Trump of doing, the Democrats themselves are guilty of those things. President Biden spent years talking about how democracy is in danger. Democracy is in danger. President Trump is the biggest threat to democracy. Little did we know. President Biden was violating the Constitution. President Biden was abusing his power. Little did we know President Biden has been the biggest threat to democracy we've ever seen. And it gets worse. It wasn't just the Biden administration. All these Democrats, including Kamala Harris, that stood there, they saw what Biden was doing. None of them said nothing. They knew President Biden was not mentally fit to serve and protect this country. None of them said nothing. There was no impeachment. I repeat, there was no impeachment. But those are going to be the same Democrats coming to you, asking you for your vote. I hope the American people are paying attention. I hope the American people are paying attention. We knew the Democrats were lying, but I don't think we knew it was that bad. Now, I know the American people are paying attention because these people should never come near office. It's not about Democrat or Republican. Now it's about Americans. If they were willing to let President Biden, that was not mentally nor physically fit to serve this country, they were willing to let this man make bad decisions on behalf of this country. That means these people don't love America, and we need to set them aside. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. It's always a pleasure to have you. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm mad, man. I am mad.